Hello everyone, my name is Zenitsu, and I'm back with another Digimon video. Today is going to be a gameplay video featuring a Dynasmon deck build that I've been working and tweaking on, and, well, let's just see how it performs overall. I have a 3, I have a 4, I have a 5, and I have a training, so I could keep this. It's not that bad of a hand. So we'll digivolve here. And this is better than just digivolving into a level 4. Dynus Ace, that's a pretty good pickup. Or Dynus Axe, I mean. So all I need is base Dynasmon or Protoform. I think that's like one of the bigger problems with this deck is there's just too many pieces and a lot of the cards aren't efficient enough, it feels like. So I really, actually maybe I just don't care and I just want to go up into Dynasmon as quickly as possible. Although the de-digivolve like really ruins me. Like, the de-digivolve here is absolutely backbreaking. Oh, and of course he has rivals, so he could bring it back. Yeah, so I think I do have to move out. Trash one, gain a memory. I probably didn't need to do this, to be honest. Another ace. Set one to 6,000. I didn't exactly want to do that. I would have rather just raided into it. But, I mean, I guess it kind of works out. Not really. I mean, he has to choose one of these two, but it doesn't, or the option. It literally just doesn't matter to him. Because I would have rather just raided. So now I think I'm almost better off just not moving past this. So wait. Oh, I do have jamming. Jamming. I don't have another level 4. So this is the part that kind of sucks. Because I don't want to just throw this out. Yeah, I'm like actually kind of stuck because this isn't even going to draw me a card. It just gains me a memory. So honestly, maybe I am just better off throwing out another mist. That way I could get like Dynus X if I draw into a Dynus next turn. Yeah, this makes this pretty hard to remove. The barrier is kind of irrelevant for the most part. Yeah, he only needs to trash one. Yes. Yeah, I don't care about that. Candle's pretty good. I think Candle right now is better than Tapir. Oh, I would have rather had that Tapir in there then. Oh, I'm an idiot. I only get... Okay. That sucks. I misplayed. I won't even get jamming, so this is a pretty unsafe swing. That's kind of gross. Yeah, I think just here. This is unfortunate. This is hardcore unfortunate. I can't even raid into his Digimon because I can't get the buffs. So, like, next turn at least I could set up, like, a missed play, potentially, to get his Digimon to be 6k. At least I do get the passive heal. You know, and he has 3 names underneath? 4? I mean, he gets to end my attack, so... But he's not immune. So I honestly could just, like, Angelomon... Mist or something like that? I mean, I could even just Mist Angelomon. Yeah, I think that's the play. Oh, he's just gonna eat it? BLs? I mean, I could still just Mist Angelomon. Ooh, that's really good. Okay. Then we're gonna make that just a base 6k. Unsuspend. Game jamming. Raid into his Digimon. Okay, yeah. That's pretty good. Sure. I'm just missing a 5, and this is okay. I'm going first, so I'm just gonna Tapir physical. And then that can set up Wizardmon to be pretty good. Kari's okay. There's a 5. It's A5. It's not the best 5, but it's A5. Ooh, interesting. Battle of the Royal Knights. Oh, lame. Can I go off? So, pop this. I think I maybe wait one more turn. Because, what's my play lines? So, I could move out, Evo for essentially 1, or gain a memory, and then, what, Mist? So, yeah, I can't move out just yet. So instead, we're just going to set up the Kari, and next turn we should be good to move out. So he gets 1 turn to do his stuff. Okay. Okay. Oh. Yeah, now we kind of just go off. So, digivolve. Use the effects. Digivolve. Use the effects. Gain the memory. Digivolve. And I could just swing. And then put him to 1. Because does this have end of turn DNA? No, it doesn't. Yeah, so honestly, I could just put them to 1. Try to dig a little bit more. Because I have the ace. Oh, well, now they'll know I have the ace. So this is going to be a pretty tough spot for them. Yeah, because they don't have end of turn DNA anywhere on the lower levels, which is what makes the... So now I'm just going to take the bait. Oh, I would have loved that. Yeah, because next turn I'm just going to Dynasx X, and then I think the game should be over from there. I think, like, his deck is just too functionally slow, and me being in Dynasmon is absolutely huge. Because I could use this stack with what I have in my hand to develop another, like, Dynasx Ace turn. Yeah, like, doing that is pretty bad. Ooh, that's pretty good. So, Digivolve down here. Sculpolucci's fine. I don't think I care about that right now. I think I could just wall him, and that should be good enough. I do have X antibody to just evo efficiently. Yes. So I could gain a memory, give jamming to, I guess it kind of doesn't matter. Mental training, that's not good for me. And then I'll just digivolve into Mist. And get some good passive recovery. I mean, they could swing, get the 1 check, suspend my Digimon, but, like, because they don't know I have a second Dynasx Ace. I mean, I'm gonna absolutely ruin them. Ooh, lightning. That's 18. And then the last 6 on here. I think I just kill his Digimon, to be honest. Do I have gain of memory anywhere? I don't. So I could Evo here. And then by trashing the top card, one of my Digimon gains blocker and 6,000 DP. And then when this Digimon would leave the battle area... Or, oh. That's not great. Like, this is okay. It's not great. I don't have another level 4. Well, I found a level 4. Yeah, I'm just gonna play a little on the passive side. Because I totally forgot I don't have memory gain, so Dynasmon Ace becomes a little bit harder to use proactively. Otherwise, I 100%, had I had the memory, just raided into this Digimon, get it out of here. But considering this is barely threatening, because it's only going to get 1 attack, it's like, whatever. I just need to try to find another Dynasmon Ace. Or like Dynasmon X, I mean. Imperial. That's the wrong answer. Yeah, the fact that he had Imperial Ace definitely was a good call on not attacking, because then I would have just fallen victim to an Ace bait. Well... I mean, if I raided, I don't think this Ace would have mattered at all if I was raiding. So, what do? Do they try to take the risk and attack me? Oh, no, they're just gonna set up. Yeah, they're just gonna DNA. Does he have a blocker? Because you want a blocker on here. That's evade. That's not blocker. Digivolve here. And then Digivolve. Actually, hold on. Okay, there's the X antibody. Gain a memory. Gain jamming. Draw a card. Unfortunately, I don't have good... Oh, this isn't a blocker, so I literally could just swing. Oh, but he's probably trying to ace bait me, isn't he? That's fine. Like, the aces that he runs, I don't think are relevant enough. Yeah, because now I could just go Dynasmon X here. Because this Dynasmon really isn't going to do me anything. So, Like, while I have the inheritable for X antibody, I might as well. He gets to partition? Oh, no, just evade. Okay, he's gonna suspend this down. I didn't realize this deletes. I thought this was DP minus. Then yes, I will unsuspend my Digimon, and then I will raid. Oh, you have evade, don't you? While this Digimon, when it would be deleted, you could suspend him. So I'm basically just forcing the evade here. There we go. And then I get the unsuspend trigger here. So unfortunately I can't really do anything to this because of the evade. I have to like attack it 3 times essentially just to get rid of it. That's kind of annoying. Oh, well, I'm an idiot. I just Omnimon here. Yeah, I don't have anything. I mean, I could just BM and I could like minus 6k then Odin's Breath. But yeah, I don't think I need to. Because I just Omnimon for game. And there we go. There we go. I have a whole line. So all I need to do is just find a base Dynasmon. So I could keep this. And we can kind of see where things go. The Kari's pretty okay. It's not great, but not terrible. Ooh, that's pretty good. Okay, now I can try to find a level 5, or a base Dynasmon with yellow memory boost, hopefully. Red hybrids. This is going to be a pretty tough one because they could just deal a lot of damage, like, really quick. It looks like they're the new iteration of red hybrids, where they're trying to use all of the other cards. So, let's go ahead and end the breeding. I'll hold on to digivolving for right now. Let's try to find a level 5, so Candlemon probably is the better one in this opportunity. Or in this situation for more opportunities. There we go. Swing. Protoform. Okay, so now I don't even need a base. Cool. Tommy does kind of suck for this deck, though. So I can put yellow memory boost into my security if I really wanted to. So that would do what? So I would pop this, go here, go here. But then Tommy kind of just ruins me, so I think I just wait. No, I don't think I can wait. So I'll just kill this while I can. I'm gonna have to protoform. Ooh, ace baiting. That's even better. Skullbalucci. Yeah, I'm unfortunately passing up way too much memory. Knowing they have a Kuma. Because Kuma is going to take my protoform and my jamming. Which is going to suck, but it is what it is. Okay, what are they doing exactly? Korikaku? Will I block? Yeah. I mean, they get to replay the Tommy, so I guess that's whatever. But might as well stop the damage while I can. Tapir. Unsuspend. Sure. So that way if he tries to digivolve into another hybrid, I could just chump it. Another Dynasmon. So I think I just build another stack. I don't have a level 4 this time. And I don't have anything to actively... So I digivolve down here. And then I could try to set up a search. So I'm going to recover one at the end of the turn. So I could choke him to 1 by setting up Kari. That's not terrible. Like, honestly, that's not that bad. It guarantees that I'll have memory. So maybe next turn I could digivolve into Wizard and then maybe Ace Bait. Or I just raise this out and then I try to set up Candlemon with Wizard. Yeah, because I'm pretty much like done with this stack. This Digimon's not really going to be doing anything. Because I can't gain the DP anymore. So they're going to pierce into my Digimon. And then play a Tamer from their hand for free. Oh, does he not have piercing? Oh, no, he does have piercing. Okay. I'm like, hold up. Yeah, so I guess because they can source strip, like, my... Ooh, Dynus Ace. That's pretty good. But I don't have... Well, I guess because they could source strip, it matters way less. So I think I have to just ace them, right? Because if I ace them, yeah, I have to ace them here. So, security, delete one of the opponent's Digimon with 6,000. If you have 0 cards in security, recover 1. Okay, so we'll do this first. Look at all these triggers. So I could swing jamming into their security. The only unfortunate thing is Dynasmon... Oh, that's not good. That's especially not very good. So this is about the best that I can do. It's not very great, but we'll see if it pays off. Because otherwise I kind of just die. Because essentially I'm just trying to ace bait here. Yeah, it only has 1 plus 2,000. What? No. I know he's trying to use the option. I don't know if he has Susano Ace in hand. Well, that sucks. Okay. Oh, he's just gonna go into it again. I mean, it's a good thing I just didn't really care about my sources at all. Um... I mean, he gets to play out more Tamers, so I guess that's something. So does he have another option? Are you kidding me? Oh, he had them in his hand. Okay. Cool. I literally just couldn't deal with the pressure. And that's basically it. I just couldn't deal with it. Alright. So let's look at the deck. So this is just my interpretation of the deck as just a quick run through. The deck can be played in two major ways. The first is like his own native in-engine and in-archetype, which is just interacting with datas, focusing on his native evolution line, mostly found in BT18 and BT19. But he does have a mechanical identity of being able to trash cards from your security, and we do have a lot of cards that are interacting with that type of mechanic. As well as, like, obviously putting cards into security, but we're taking cards out more than we're actually putting cards in. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend leaning too heavily into the putting cards inside of things, but it does come up and they are pretty good when they happen. So that's kind of why, when it comes to the deck, the way I built it is kind of trying to take advantage of both, mostly his in-archetype and in-engine stuff, but also playing into that mechanical strength as well from other stuff outside of it. So Kiaramon is just interacting with cards being trashed from security, giving our Digimon jamming. This is really good, especially for being aggressive with our low-level Digimon, because we do have ways to be able to trigger this pretty easily. Then when it comes to the rookies, I'm running Tapermon from BT6 as a good card draw engine, again for when cards are being taken out of security. Then I'm also going to be running Candlemon for some more consistency, because this is the deck's dedicated searcher. It does have some slight anti-synergy because it's looking for yellow data cards, which we're running a couple of not data cards that we sometimes just wish we could find. So you do have to keep that in mind, but it's also working with the other archetype, which is Wichelny. So some of the cards, if they're not data, they're Wichelny, which helps with the searchability, at least when it comes to his newer cards. Then I'm going to be running Tapermon as another really good card, mostly for the consistency on the inheritable ability, because it's the same inheritable ability as Candlemon's, offering us some really good protection for our Digimon. Then when it comes to the level 4s, I'm going to be running all Wizardmons. So Wizardmon X Antibody is just a really good card to be able to put an option card into our security. So that way we could try to set up our security with some nice traps to trigger if we're ever trashing it or if the opponent is being too aggressive. But he's also good because, again, the consistency on that inheritable ability just makes our Digimon that much more safe, especially with multiple instances, so we could protect them over and over again, assuming we have the security to do so. Then I'm also going to be running Wizardmon from BT18 because, again, just in archetype and in engine, it's really good with our overall tempo because it can help trigger some of our effects on our lower stages, like Tapermon and Kiaramon. So this is going to be the card we're usually going to be aggressing with if we are in the early stages of the game. But it's just good because trashing a security isn't that bad. But the draw in memory just makes this card really cheap and efficient to use. And again, inheritable, same protection as what we've been seeing. So it's just good overall. But the other Wizardmon I'm going to run is going to be more so for the tempo. So I'm kind of going back and forth on which one I actually like more. They do basically almost similar things on just gaining us memory, which is always helpful. It's just one's a little bit more proactive and one's a little bit more reactive. So just pick whichever one you feel like you want. They're both just fine on their own. Then when it comes to the level 5s, Mistymon from BT18 has been my go-to because with the protections on top of barrier, it makes for a very sticky Digimon if they don't have any soft removal to be able to out our cards. So soft removal is stuff like suspending, so our Digimon can't block. De-digivolve, source stripping, so it takes away our protections. So it just sucks when they have alternative forms of removal to out our Digimon. But the unsuspend inheritable is also pretty nice, and setting 6,000 DP to one of the opponent's Digimon is good because that's the threshold in which the deck plays with to try to out the opponent's Digimon. Which is why I'm also going to be running some Angewomon Ace, even though she's not a data, she's still playing basically mechanically on theme with everything that the deck wants. It's just only unfortunate that she doesn't have an inheritable ability, but she's just an absolutely insane card, acting as a good removal and recovery tool. And then the other level 5 Digimon I've been playing around with was Skullbaluchi. I don't like his native high Digivolution cost. Yes, he kind of mitigates it himself, and yes, we do have Protoform to try to mitigate it a little bit more, but I just don't necessarily find it to be that useful most of the time, but the inheritable ability is still good, being the exact same as Mistymon's with that unsuspend. Then when it comes to the level 6s, it's just going to be all Dynasmon because it is a Dynasmon deck focused around Dynasmon X Antibody because this card is just a beast because Braid and Blocker gives him lots of flexibility for control, on top of the fact that he can boost his own DP as long as we have Dynasmon or Protoform in his inheritables, which is really nice on top of trashing the opponent's security, so that way it just allows us to control and deal damage at the same time. And the most important part about this card is his end of turn ability, which is not limited to once per turn, so we could trigger this multiple times if we're able to maintain our memory count to be able to recover 1, so that way we have a good engine to be able to put cards back into our security so we could use our security as that resource to trash and trigger a lot of our abilities. And that's kind of where the other Dynasmons are kind of doing, where I'm just going to be using them more so as bases. I'm using one BT19 because this card really isn't that great. He's just good because of his low Evo costs. That's basically the best thing about the card. Otherwise, he's just kind of doing what Dynasmon X Antibody's doing, just not as good. And then the Ace is a little bit better. Not as great, but still nice to have because he is at least an Ace Digimon, so you could try to use Mistymon to Ace bait, making your Digimon very hard to deal with, and then you just have the opportunity to Ace them, which is nice. And then he does come with Raid. He has a when Digivolving on play and when attack ability to control the opponent's field, make their Digimon weaker, and then he just natively makes himself bigger and can potentially block as well. So he's just kind of like the complete package, which is why I like him. But sometimes you do get caught in these moments where you do just need to Evo for 3, which is why I still like the BT19, even though he is inferior to Ace. Then I know the deck doesn't have the highest damage output, so I'm going to be running one copy of the BT5 Omnimon to just act as a good alt win condition. So that way we could just Digivolve and blitz for game. It's literally just that simple. Then when it comes to the Tamers, I was debating on which Tamers to run. There's a lot of really good ones, but I settled on BT8 Kari just because we need the tempo. The Kari name does kind of matter if you're using Kari-related cards, but most of the time, I'm just using this to gain a memory when we're going to be recovering, which is mostly going to be off of Angewomon or Dynasmon X. Then when it comes to the options, it's just going to be Odin's Breath because it has an effect that triggers when it's trashed. It's really good at stalling. And Dragon's Roar because, again, it's just another card that triggers when it's trashed from our security and helps us recover. So it's just a good card all around. Then when it comes to the rest of the options, it's kind of just very generic. There is zero originality to the rest of them, which is going to be to Yellow Memory Boost for consistency and tempo, which is why I'm also going to be running 4 physical trainings, again, consistency and tempo, and then 2 Protoforms because we do sometimes get caught without a base Dynasmon, and we do want to Digivolve into Dynasmon X, and this card just makes that a little bit easier. While being able to recycle cards, it's just a good card overall. So for the most part, that's the deck in a nutshell. I know there's a ton of different cards that we could pull from, Again, just because we do have more data cards that we could lean into, we have the mechanical identity of trashing cards, so there's just a lot of different cards that we could play around with. It all just depends on what and how you're approaching the deck. But this is what I've been using, and it's not the most meta-competitive deck, but it is a relatively fun casual deck that sometimes can surprise the opponent and steal wins if they don't have the removal types to be able to out your Digimon. So that's all I really have for this video. So thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next video.